Don't tell me. Don't Make Trouble. And it will be published, either in 1990 or, well, probably in 1990, or at least before the ending of the century, by Vicky Stanbury, the publisher of a new press, Boomana Press. That's B-O-O-M-A-N-A. And now, on to the book. And this is the cover. This is going to be on the cover cartoon. This is Schlachtstrasse, that means Fight Street, and this is Schlockstrasse. You all know what Schlock means. This quote supposedly was originally Göring's, but it was really another German playwright named Jürgen, I forget. And actually he said, I think, I don't know if I should be telling you all this secret stuff. He said, I reach for my, what's the name of a British pistol?
Oh, it wasn't a Luger.
No, it wasn't a Luger, it was a British one. Anyway.
No, it's a right.
Well, so much for wisdom and knowledge. This will be on the inside cover. That's it. You don't want to make that mistake. You artists out there, cartoonists. This is Pax Romaniac. Might be hard to read. This is SPQR. That's the initials of the football stadium. No, it means Senatus Populesque Romanum. The Senate and the people of Rome. They were the ones who did all the killing. Not just the Senate, not just the people, but both of them together. Yes. I don't know if you can read this. I think I'll read it. Drop your valises on the left and enter through the gate. Welcome to Auschwitz and have a nice day. Sad and funny at the same time. This is from a series that eventually became The Old Fucks at Home. I don't know if any of them are in this. Now this I'll have to read to you, I think, but you can read it. These first two, surprisingly, are really real and from different issues. Because of an editing error, an article in some editions of Business Day yesterday about the new law firm of Meyerson and Cohn incorrectly described the financial status of Booth, Marcus and Pierce, a law firm whose partners joined the new firm Booth, Marcus and Pierce. Oh no, joined the new law firm. Booth, Marcus and Pierce specialized in bankruptcy law. It was not bankrupt yet. And next one, an article in the Living section yesterday about duck research misidentified a center that serves as a kind of, quote, fat farm for ducks. It is the Cornell University Duck Research Laboratory in Eastport, LI. And the last one, which is really most important, this is the New York Times regrets that since the purchase of the paper in 1896 by Adolph S. Ox, its editors have presented a distorted view of American and world history due to the fact that they are part of the ideological superstructure of U.S. and world capitalism. They would hope to do better after the social revolution and beg their readers' indulgence until that time. This you read from left to right. Maybe you can get the top row too. The order isn't that perfect. Yeah, you'll see. Typical stuff that you're going to see in a New Yorker now. They're trying to keep up with the changes in society. If you're lucky, you're old. Remember that. If you're old, you've been lucky. Remember the guy who did those ads? He was an old-time commie. Then he sold out for not much.
Then he died.
Then he died too. He really sold out. The old fucks at home again. This refers to the world famous World War I cartoon. Daddy, what did you do in the Great War? British. Ignore the top part of this, it's part of the next cartoon. That would be a good book, I think. And this is Wada Publishing Corp, Inc. I like to write backwards in cartoons. You remember Philip Morris? I spelled it wrong. They're the ones.
Friends call him Phil, right?
Yeah, they're the ones who.
The ones that are still alive.
Who paid for the Bill of Rights, and they gave money to some organization that I was asked to contribute something to. It's an organization that visits, has people visit, entertainers visit people in chronic hospital, who have chronic conditions in hospitals. It's a pretty good idea. I wonder if some of the, and Philip Morris supports this, they should, they've sent some of those patients there. Okay, this requires a little reading here. This is from the Banana Republic. You remember them. Okay, buy your exotic clothes. Israeli paratrooper briefcase. In no way resembles the usual stiffen, but made with Israeli ingenuity of sturdy cotton canvas for paratroopers who take along their paperwork when called away to business, on business to Entebbe, for example. Entebbe was where a hijacked plane had gone. I'm not in favor of hijacking, but when they landed, they killed about 100 human beings. Some of them actually were the kidnappers too. 100% cotton Gurkha shorts. It was 1814. A young British lieutenant led his Indian troops against Nepal. In one skirmish, the fierce Nepalese so frightened the soldiers that they fled. Not the young officer, quote, "I've not come so far in order to run away," he told his Nepalese captors. They replied, "We could serve an officer like you." And thus Britain inherited the famous Gurkhas. I thought a Gurkha was a pickle. No.
He was in a pickle.
For them, British tailors developed these classic wide-leg shorts, still without peer in sticky situations. I wonder if that's a sexual reference. There they are, cotton shorts. Now, Bersaglieri shorts, Italian army officer. You know that? You remember in the list of the 100 Bersaglieri, that means they're berserkers? No. You remember in the list of the 10 shortest books in the world, one of them is Italian war heroes. But that's a compliment to them, you know. It really is a compliment. Several years ago, we bought all the remaining 1940 shorts, made for the most rakish of all Italian troops, and they sure know how to pinch bottoms. The sharp-shooting cyclists called the Bersaglieri, we promptly sold out. No, they sold out before they opened. So now we make them ourselves in the same classic khaki, with the same deep, roomy pockets, the same button fly. I do miss button flies. Here's a French West African hat. Now and then some former French colony suffers a trifling rebellion or economic collapse. This was written by a lit major, you know. Probably, I know who it was. It was a Harvard, you know, you can have a double major at Harvard. It was a double major in European history and European lit. Now and then some former French colony suffers a trifling rebellion or economic collapse, and France, for old time's sake, sends troops of financiers. They're both the same. Help restore order. Gallic lads who've never suffered a stronger sun than that of Saint-Tropez. These boys must have proper gear pour la tête, and pour la fête, and pour la fuck. And they do. A bush hat with savoir-faire, 4 grommets for ventilation, detachable chin, carefully steam-shaped crown. And this one I think was from, actually from another catalog. Trader Hornia. Save the elephant. Or, no, maybe it is. It looks like the same type. No, it's from them. Okay. From good old Banana Republic. As we would rather have elephants than ivory, we offer this bracelet of genuine African oxhorn. This look-alike, feel-alike bracelet has a special kind of glamour, evoking the beauty of ivory and the elegance of conscience. Can you believe that fucking shit? I'll bet they would rather have elephants than ivory, but I'll bet the African oxhorn would rather have like their bones in a as a memento, don't you think?
To the ox say, kill the elephants, fuck the elephants.
No, that's how they always do. They try to get the different animals to fight each other.
Maybe you can make a bamboo bracelet.
I think the elephants and the ox and the African oxes should get together and stamp these fucking. If I wasn't a pacifist, they should stamp these fucking merchants to death. What do you think? Okay, and I've saved the best for last. Woman's Polish solidarity bag.
Hey.
A handsome knotted linen mesh bag made for us in Poland by entrepreneurs, including former Solidarity members or sympathizers who...
Or others, right?
Yeah, or others who you found, I can't read it, Bed to life, then a day on Yarosetsky's assembly line. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Trimmed with natural leather and fitted a perfect length for slinging, good carry, won't buying a trip that won't fit in, but most handy at home, excellent for carrying files and documents, even legal-sized one, and money. Balanced exactly right for books. Even Sard and Kierkegaard don't seem heavy. Carry it for Lech. That's right. Lech my Walesa.
Lech.
And the guy who kisses the Pope's ring. Or just to show those Ruskies, which element in Poland you prefer to trade with. Now, to sum it all up, this is the most fantastic. I don't think they publish the catalogs, I think. They're not as good anymore. So buy them from a Yankee pig, Banana Republic, proud to insult 25 million Central Americans every day. Banana Republic. This is Arnie Arschloch, MD, diplomat of the American Psychiatric Association. Now here, the artists are revolting, and this person is saying, "Écrasez les dealers," wipe out the dealers. "Oh, barracudas, to the barracudas. L'art pour le people, art for the people." The artists are revolting. Well, the lawyers are pretty disgusting too. This is the Palais de Justice, and this is a Fleek's car. "6,000 couples are married in Korea. The scene yesterday in the warehouse of a soft drink company in Seoul, where 6,516 couples, all personally matched by the Reverend Sun Myung-moon, were married in a Unification Church mass ceremony. The brides and grooms, many of whom do not speak the same language, had been introduced to each other on Saturday. My comment, what a fucking surprise. I mean, what a fucking surprise. Show this whole picture. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to do another edition, what I learned about in 65 years on Earth. The frame is going to be different.
Oh, you know, they asked Conrad Hilton what he learned in 50 years of running a hotel. He said, the only thing I've learned is to keep the shower curtain on the inside.
I still haven't learned that. Yeah, I guess I've learned that. I showed this to Al Goldstein. He didn't laugh. He said, damn right. By the way, I know people who've done that, who've gone from Screw to the Times. I won't tell you their names. Can we read all of that? This is the third planet, Earth, right?
Let's see, one. You don't count the sun.
But who's counting?
Who's counting?
This was actually a joke that my mother told me from pre-World War I Galicia, was where it must originate. 3-panel joke. Yep. Ralph Destino, President Carter. Ralph Destino, president of Cartier Incorporated, stomping on counterfeit Ferrari sunglasses yesterday before they were crushed by a steamroller.
What a happy man.
Look at how many of them. That's what gets me. We probably all have at least 4 of them in our home, except this poor guy who wants one. I'd settle for one of them.
Why doesn't he send them to Ethiopia? They got a lot of sun there.
Oh, it's a fake famine right in Ethiopia. Counterfeit famine.
Yeah.
Let's get Herb in the picture now. That fucking Herb. Siehst du den Mond über Soho, Geliebter? That's from a line from one of Brecht's plays. Do you see the moon over Soho, beloved? Lofty priced lofts. Art and art mart. Buy art before it buys you. Chic boutique, clothes for the clothed. That's Soho. Fergs, pick the animal you'd like slaughtered. Beautiful dead butterflies. There was a store.
Oh, the Mariposa store, right?
Yeah. Beautiful dead butterflies. Fleetest Market. Books Authority. Yep, folks. Natural TV. Like if you were reading a book and the phone rang, you might get that. Okay, now. Fleetest Market, books and authors. Exchange, yeah. And smart art. And here we have the moon. Spectaculator. Dollars for art nuttos. Got a yen for Van Gogh. And hunk if you love art. If you love art, I'm sorry. Honk, 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 honk. Number 12, man created, a mistake of nature. Number 12, man created without shopping bag. Should be made of cartilage and rainproof. Would come in handy, I think. Put the backpack business out of business. At the Radicals Ball. Who's that? That's Abby's son, America. And that's Grace Slick's kid, China. And who's that little cutie? Oh, that's Guy Hall's grandson, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Gus Hall, yeah, Gus Hall. Scenes from the Rapture. You see, the theological question is, right over here. Now this piece of turd is within the religious person, beloved of God, who is about to be taken up to heaven during the rapture. Now these pieces that have already left his body, these turds, definitely are not going to heaven.
Oh.
But what about the turd?
It was half in.
Half in and half out. You've heard about, you know, how many pins can stand on the head of an angel. But now this is a modern theological question. Okay, and now, what about these guys? And here's a guy just getting away in the nick of time. And that's women always complaining.
No.
What do women want? That's what Freud said. They don't want cartoons, I don't think. Now here's, I guess a lot of you who live in New York, or even in other parts of the world, on the back page, remember the Saint Judas. Let me read you one of them. O holy Saint Jude, apostle and martyr, great in virtue and rich in miracle, near kinsman of Jesus Christ, faithful intercessor of all who invoke your special patronage in time of need, to you, capital, I have recourse from the depths of my heart, and humbly beg, to whom God has given such great power, to come to my assistance. Help me in my present and urgent petition. In return, I promise to make your name known and cause you to be invoked in the village voice. Say 3 Our Fathers, 3 Hail Marys, and Glorias. Publication must be promised. This fucking God is a publicity hound. Saint Jude, pray for us and all who invoke your aid. Amen. This novena has never been known to fail. This novena must be said for 9 consecutive days. Thank you, R.C., Roman Catholic. You know, St. Jude has been thrown, by the way, out of the canon by, yeah, he's not a saint anymore. But these people don't know about it. You know why? Because St. Jude clouded their minds. So they're still praying to him. Here, St. Jude is the greatest. Thank you, St. Jude, MP. Thank you, St. Jude, for helping me and answering my prayers. I need you. Hail Mary and 3 Glorias. I promise, St. Jude, I will always remember that you answered. Thank you, St. Jude. Nancy. Let's see. St. Jude statues imported from Italy, hand-painted, brilliant. Only $4 each. Thanks for Claire, Kevin. Thank you, St. Jude. Thank you, St. Jude. Oh, holy St. Jude. I remember. St. Jude, thank you so much for bringing rock and roll to Brooklyn on Tuesday nights. I don't know. Thank you, St. Jude, for your love, Vec. Sorry it took so long. Thank you, St. Jude, Doctor, or Dr. Now, but here's the letter that appeared at the Voice. I don't know. Dear Voice Bulletin Board, please publish this in your next issue and bill me. Dear St. Jude, I've completed 6 novenas in your name and still nothing. You know what I like? And I prayed real hard and I've even invoked the Holy Virgin's name many times. I'm taking this ad to show what a four-flusher you really are. If I don't get any results after the next novena, I'm sending your name into the Holy Father, and we'll see how long you still stay on the saints list. Fuck you, you lying hypocrite. I think that's the letter that probably got him thrown off. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Well, he needs a St. Jude himself, because he is a lost cause.
Yeah, and it shows you that letters to the voice really work. They should de-advertise us. You should.
They really draw us.
Unless anyone think that we're anti-Catholic, we could say the same thing for the wonder-working rabbis of Brooklyn. Der Rebbe tut Wunder, der Chobel ein gesehen, geht rein in Wasser und kommt raus in Wasser. Rabbi does wonders. I saw it with my own eyes. He goes into the water, and when he comes out, he's wet.
Oh, he's wet.
Yeah. Are we getting to the end of this segment?
Yeah, we got about 45 seconds.
All right. Well, then let's stop here, and we'll start with this one next time. And remember, you've just seen what is the title of that damn book? Don't Make Trouble. Boy, did I make trouble already! And listen to watch this show, and for an unexpected treat sometime again, where we'll continue the book. And see you next time with John Keats.